morning, sunshine. This is Divine Unisource 11, and this is the Sandbox edition, live Q&A on surfing into manifestation. I have my lovely co-host here, April Williams and Kathy D. We found Kathy. Kathy was over there buying some ice cream for everybody. So we found it. That's why we were late. I was like, where Kathy go? She was here 1 minute and she's gone the next. All right, then. So we had to finish up eating that ice cream cone that she bought us. So we're back on here. So we're finishing up the topic of what we're talking about, serving it to manifestation. And we know that right now it's very important that we are watching our words, watching our thoughts, watching our actions and our reactions, like I said before, because we things are manifesting very quickly. Although we're in that retrograde energy, which is making us kind of take it back, almost like the Matrix, take it back and then bring it fast forward. So then when we're out of that kind of energies, we know what to do next is moving forward. So it's very important that we understand how we use our powers as divines to actually manifest things. Um, just before I forget, I think we're going to have a thing on Sunday because I know I'll forget to. And so I want to make sure. So Sunday we're going to do it. It's what we say 7:30. We're going to have healing to help us. So when we have this new portal that's coming in, I know Jupiter 11. Let's say what? So it's 7:30. So put that in your calendar, Jupiter 11.
Central Standard Time, 7:30, 8:30
right.
Eastern Standard Time.
Right. And Hawaiian time, she'll figure it out.
2:30.
2:30.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
That's it. Work it out.
No, are you 4 hours behind us? Behind me?
6.
6.
6.
Ooh, no, I don't think the math.
So.
And the thing is, I'm the only one that has to do the math because we don't even have a time zone change. We don't have time changes.
Right. Do the math, literally. All right.
Yeah, 2:30.
Okay, I like math as my extra credit. Who needs tutoring in math?
Not me. I ain't gonna be no math major when I grow up. No. So we're gonna do a healing thing. Just a real short 30 minutes. That we hope we might spend 40. Something tells me that, but whatever it is, it's going to be short because I want to make sure that we have this portal is coming June the 21st, and then it's going to span into July 5th, which is another eclipse that we're having. And it's supposed to be an opening for us to have that union energy with self or whatever your bliss or your counterpart or whatever way that you want to. So I want to start off the energies clean, and so that you all could be healed and ready for whatever the universe is going to gift you back in return. So I think this is a great thing for us to start off, especially for the playground experience where we have that. So we have Jupiter 11 helping us so we can hit that body, that mind, and that spirit. Okay. All right then. So let's go on. Oh, wait a second. Kiki said Kathy loved the hair and the makeup. Woo woo.
She did.
Oh, and then the
nails. Let's not forget the nails. Let's not forget
Jupiter. I took your advice. There we go. So
can you hold them up close because you got the pattern going? Oh my goodness! For a whole year, I had this impulse to do this red toenail because I don't do my fingernails. I'm in dirt a lot. So the toe was red with gold at the bottom. So it almost looked like the sun was setting or the sun was rising in the red sky. I was like, my empire will be built this year. And the seeds were planted. It's still growing. So
do it.
Thanks for the reminder, baby. Surfing them waves with them.
Do it. It is so pretty. It's so pretty. But
thank you.
April, you're so silly. Ha ha ha. Yes, that you go, girl. I love it. All right, then. So let's kind of recap just a little bit about what we said about manifestation, and then we'll kind of see where the night will take us. So about the manifestation, is any other kind of afterthoughts? I know some of y'all probably looked at the video. You say, oh, you know what? I should have said this. I forgot that part to add. Anything you say, oh, let me revisit again in case those people that did not get to see the video. Because some people view this video more so than they do the first video. Ha ha ha. But
shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you. I'm just saying.
Go back to the energy healing. That's the stuff, baby.
I think one thing we've got to remember is as we start to manifest, of course, and April's going to talk about this, I'm sure, the feelings we get in our bodies as we come up with what we want to manifest. But we also need to be mindful of what we're telling ourselves. Because you're going to hear those voices and they've been chattering so long in the background. We kind of tune them out and we don't pay attention a lot of times to them, but we let that feeling come over us. So we really have to tune into that little voice in the background that's saying, you're too old, you're too this, you're too that, or you can't, or you won't, or it will never happen, or you're not that lucky. And then you need to, once you catch that little voice, that's a wonderful thing to even just journal in the fact that you were doing this and this is what came up, and then why. You need to then investigate, where did that come from? Where did you hear that? Who are you either copying? Was there a parent that said that, or a grandparent, or an aunt, or someone you looked up to? Or is there someone or something that happened in your life that makes you think that? So pay attention to those little, voices, because they can give you a lot of information. And then it makes sense when you do the body work, because you're saying, oh, I'm in, I'm in lack, or I'm in fear, I'm not standing in my power. And then you see the correlation between the chakras that are, causing, where the tension is.
Whew.
And I'll tell you, April told us on Wednesday, if you guys haven't had a chance, look up where like the body trauma and what the meanings are on Google. Just Google it. Pinterest has a whole big section on it too, and it's fascinating. It really is, to look at that and then see what organs are attached to that. Like I have liver disease, and I never knew that liver disease and the liver is affected by anger. So I was like, I guess I have some more anger that I need to check out and see.
Well, you
So
take a
it's
couple
fascinating.
kickboxing classes, and you're about to find out, or at least your sparring partner will.
Jupiter and I, we'll go take some kickboxing.
Kickboxing, yeah, yeah. I know you used to say like kidney. I used to have pain in the back there. They were saying like that's control issues to do that. So yeah, that is always good, and also has recommended that you Google it, because it always has a spiritual connection to why those different body parts are actually happening. And then also, some of us want to be able to distinguish, and April can also correct me if I'm wrong. It depends on also whereabouts, as far as where it's located to. It could be something like, if it's in one section, it could be to your past. If it's in another section, it could be your present. Another section, it could be your feminine side. The other one could be your masculine. So it could be all various places. That it's interesting how your body, like the doctor told me when I went for my past life regression. She's like, your body keeps scoring. It does, and it kind of helps you to locate it, understand where that pain is connected to. So that's very fascinating how your body can really be able to help. So you might be in denial, not the Nile in Egypt, but but again, you might be in denial about what's actually going on. The body say, nah, still remember what's going on here. So that's a very good way for you to check in with your body to see as far as what's happening, stopping you and blocking you from manifesting too. April, did you want to add on?
For the body check, yeah, if you, well, we worked for Tina and I, Divine Sunshine. I met through Trisha Neely at one of her events, and it was really, really interesting because she brought in that planetary lives, parallel lives that are happening at the same time in different dimensional spaces, and it was really cool to just start working through those energies and working through that space, and not so much using your mind, because you cannot linearly grasp upon what you are fully experiencing, because our current society, or our phasing out society, has disconnected spirit and other types of energy from what they consider to be reality. So they deem it a personal experience or some kind of psychosis, whereas it's actually happening on a collective level. It just has to. It's just where spirituality meets trauma meets imagination, and that's where you get the varying levels of degrees of mental illness.
Mhm.
So just going through and accepting yourself where you are and what you're experiencing, and maybe make a note of it and see if it parallels with certain things. You don't fully have to understand or grasp it; just make notes. Just as we're outphasing different types of mentalities that have no longer served our collective society, we are individually out processing and outphasing deep-seated wounding, ancestral trauma, all kinds of really interesting stuff, past life, um, parallel life. Even with the twin flame dynamic, you have an external person, right?
Mhm.
But what's beautiful about having the external person and knowing that the twin experience is mirrored, not exactly equal. Sometimes it is, I don't know, everybody's cycle and process is different. But if you're working on yourself, guaranteed that your twin is getting worked on. Pretty much guaranteed your twin is getting worked on. And then if you're working on your twin, it's going to bring stuff up for you, that you get to process. And so it's a really beautiful dance that we get to do. So in terms of manifestation,
It's the dance of the crane.
Those birds. Those birds.
The dance.
crane gone raven.
No, the divine masculine, according to them cards, like the crane. We're going to get some shirts in the Sunshine Circle that got the crane on it.
Just the crane on, just them out there dancing,
Karate Kid style. Wash on, wash on.
Okay, go on, April. I'm sorry. I'm a bad girl. I interrupted.
No, it's not bad. It's really good to get your vibration up, to get your laughter on, to not take yourself so seriously. That's what slows down instant manifestation, is taking things way too seriously and harshly. Because when we do that too, we limit the flow of source, and we can manifest things we're not trying to manifest. So keeping a lighthearted, detached feeling to that expression of manifestation.
that
And,
childlike.
I started this group with a few mothers, and it's called this. It's a fertility garden. It's really cool. And it's about your own artistic expression and how it comes out of you. And some are writers, some are painters, drawers, musicians, dancers, all kinds of stuff. And what comes out of that is you're allowed to have it as your expression. You're allowed to have it be as you. And that's why we come to the playground, so we can remember the freeness of playing. So thanks for joining us today.
I want to tag onto that, and I know my soul sister, my partner in crime, won't mind if I say this, but she through childhood wounds, we were talking about it, and she was saying that some of the things that happened pretty traumatic in her childhood, she feels didn't hang on as long or as hard because she wrote about them. She wrote poetry, she wrote stories, things like that, and so she released it. So that's a wonderful way to be able to manifest it is, and also to clear and release, is just through the arts.
Yes. Extend that to all whatever helps you feel release and discovering new parts of yourself. Even I guess I'll just share, because I think it was the coolest thing. It was, what motion in your body makes you feel fertile, which makes you feel like your fertility movement, right? And she's doing that, but you're fertile. You're creating a new life, yeah.
Yes.
You're creating a new house. You're creating a whole new situation. So I wouldn't stop fertility just because you think fertility is related to what we isolate it to certain parts of the body, but it's not. It's ideas. It's planting seeds. Fertility is planting seeds for planting consciousness.
Okay.
And so allowing that, what makes you feel that way in your body. And so, I started from the hips. I do a lot of different types of belly dance and stuff like that. but I had isolated it to the hips. Other women had moved it to the heart area where they had moved their whole body. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant, bringing it through the whole body. You know, even though stuff I've consciously said and done in the past, but to actually put it to that motion. So I was seeing where I was limiting myself in my beliefs of what is creating, what is fertility, what is connection with myself, what is union, right? And so that's kind of where I'm starting to get into how do you feel in union? Where's your union motion? How do you experience union? Because it's not always just being in the Kama Sutra embrace. It's that could be part of it. But
bring your leg up behind your head, or a swing, right, Jupiter?
You guys are getting me on tangents for Freaky Friday.
I know, this is fun.
How many steps does it have?
Well, he opened his legs out with my leg, and it's a ride. I like that position.
Remember that spider? Did you guys ever? I wish I could have identified the spider on the swings, where you have them sitting in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Are we getting into that? Is that what we're manifesting? The next half an hour and talking about sex positions? Because I'm okay with that.
We better start working on manifesting the DM, and then we can talk about manifesting, very flexible, joints.
But it sounds good to me.
Booty school. I'm actually in something called booty school right now. Booty school. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
I have found a new thing that I want to learn to do, and they don't offer it around here, but I think I have to go as far in as Orlando, and that's the pole dancing class.
Oh.
Yeah, well, because it works on all your core muscles.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I just imagined it because, like, when your whole body gets sore, you start acting, you walk weird, you know? And there, we went hiking. Right, it was really cool. We went up 7 miles in Yosemite, and we hiked and we camped overnight at the top of a mountain. And then it took us 4 hours to get up the mountain, but it took me 30 minutes to get down. And I so I was so sore the next day that I was walking around like Frankenstein, just like, oh. So what's going to happen after you're done with your pole dancing class? You're going to be stuck in a little bit of,
that or the yoga that you hang with it's like with
aerial
the strap.
yoga.
Yeah, the aerial. That looks fun.
Yes, I've been trying to do that for the longest, and now we got the coat. I can't be able. I was like, oh, I'm free now. So I don't know.
Somebody was mentioning that they have the ones for your home that you could put in your doorway.
Mm-hmm. I have a friend that's a personal trainer, and she actually, when they built their house, they turned their garage into a gym, and she has them out there. You can come try them. I'm like, yeah. I don't know about that one yet.
I want to see one day the door come down, like put on. Hell no.
I'll go back to pole dancing. I'll see you later.
I'm gonna do some chair dance and forget it then. I'm not gonna break a chair that way. That's fine. That's okay. So we done. Oh, we need to talk to Diana about that. Oh, okay.
The yoga thing.
Yeah, she could do that. Yeah, like one day to take over Sunshine Circle, give us some yoga stuff. That'd be nice. I don't mind that.
For those of us who were in the Sunshine Circle today, did you hear that? It looks like we're having one day of Diana.
Yes, we are.
Somebody text her or call her or email her.
Yeah. Sunshine Circle, y'all missing out. I don't know. You missing out. Anyway. If you want to be a part of it, it's still not too late. Go to Divine Use Souls and back code. What am I saying again? We out of order. Go to Divine Use Souls. Be a part of the Sunshine Circle. It's $22.22. And for that, you get all that unlimited Freaky Friday. No, you don't. You get all that unlimited stuff. As far as you get like a support system. No, real talk. You get a support system. We do activities. I do master class. You get accountability workshops and things like that. We have the things I give you, because right now we all taking on a 30-day challenge, and we have to be accountable to each person and know that they actually do that. So that's just really a good thing for you to have, especially with these times. And I'm seeing reading in the time here, people saying they're tired and some of them like they're not doing too good with the energies. That's just a good way that you can be able to talk to somebody. And kind of, network. And then you also get that energy that you can vibe off of each other. Like, girl, snap out. We're not going to do that today in the Sunshine Circle. Because the sunshine, we have ice cream every day. No, I was playing.
Real talk, stability is a year away but it's going to be anchored in emotion first. And it's going to be 2 years of crazy, intense downloads. And it's only going to get more intense. So we're learning to anchor in all of this stuff that's happening to us. And it's happening in waves. So
you're right.
And a lot of these things that people think are physical illnesses are ascension symptoms, but they're masked. And you can see your spiritual work mirrored in your physicality, which was something that we talked a little bit about today. And there's all kinds of beautiful layers to it. So if you really want like really gifted support system, definitely join the Sunshine Circle.
And that's something that's really needed right now too. We're seeing that too in all of the planet shifting. They're calling for us to form that soul family, to form that group. And because you really do need that. Because to go to the average Joe and say, I'm hearing my DM and he's sending me songs, they're going to look at you like you might not be feeling so well. You're going to be in a love me suit real quick. Yeah. Oh, and Divine Synchronicity is here for the first time. So hello, welcome from
hey, baby girl.
Australia.
Hi,
yeah, all the way from Australia. So welcome.
Come to the swings with me. Swing with me. Beautiful. Yeah, so I'm with that. No, especially with the thing, it's and I'm not going to put that to change anybody's mindset into the negativity because I'm saying everything was going fine till I came over there that daggone playground and they made me think everything's going to be hard from this point. I thought it was going to be all right. So I'm not going to put that into
as long as you've done your work, they're saying, and you've got a good grasp on. And now let's all be honest here. Nobody's ever completely done with their work. So don't think that there's a cutoff point or anything like that. But when you've gotten, a good chunk of it or a good understanding of what you need to work on, that then differs how these things come in. It's still not going to be extremely easy, but you then have the tools to work on it to get through it with more grace, I guess is the best way to put it.
And you can handle more, right? It's like how they teach math or science and other things. I'll just say math and science for now because that's all I can think of. They start you with the basic stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And then once you recognize addition and subtraction, then they add multiplication and division. And then they start doing parentheses on you. And then they start adding exponents. And then they start doing differential equations. And things start to get into a very interesting, deep hole of knowledge. But you can handle it.
But when they threw the alphabet in, I was done.
Kindergarten. Here is your first limit. What's the limit? Here's your first differential equation. Can you draw an asymptote? What's an asymptote? I drew it.
Trust me, I have taught elementary art. You ask somebody to draw that, and you might be surprised at what you get. Okay, I'm just saying.
She said my ass is a toting.
Yes. We have little peaches. Somebody be drawing little peaches, so you gotta watch out for that one.
Emojis. Oh my gosh, the age of emoji. Like, how do you feel today? Like, people are wanting them to write sentences. They're probably drawing emojis and stuff. Oh, this is funny.
Yeah, they have that check-in like we do, like check-ins with.
Yeah, they poke at it. They point at it.
Like, how you feel today? This is my feeling today. Sad face, cry face. That's pretty.
They need one of those in the office when the teachers sign in and when the head's exploding.
Happy face, right? Exploding.
She did not start with happy face.
No, the first week of school is happy face.
Right.
And then by, Thanksgiving, it's the, revamping your resume face. But,
you know what's nice, though? Because Divine Synchronicity said, I am in the process of the biggest purge of my life. Woo, girl. You ain't lying. Yeah. Stuff we revisited, we thought was good. We thought we'd have done with it.
Yes.
Here it is again.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Going deeper. Why? And I'm feeling just as gnarly. Why? Anyway, I do need to work on my lyrics, sis, but
Yeah,
not
well,
lyrics.
we refer to that as the box of stuff in the back corner of your attic that just needs to go out.
I like that.
That
I like
is,
that analogy.
if you didn't know it was up there and it's that old and dusty and musty, just get rid of it. Just let it go. Donate it. Give it away. Throw it away.
A parallel for that would be if you eat today, you will probably poop it out tomorrow or later today, depending on your digestive tract. The same way that we will be imbibing emotions and energies and pushing things out. Everyone's making a.
Yeah, because what divine secret.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
That is, oh my gosh,
It's an intense loss.
Yeah.
that is.
A friend who turned 18 on the day before she passed away. Oh, okay.
So,
So sorry for your loss. That is, and that's a hard thing. I was luckily by myself in my car accident, but it takes a toll on you, especially when it seems as if it was out of your control when the accident happened. So
we're working on our language, divine synchronicity.
Right.
well,
And we're changing from journey to adventure.
Right. That's
yes.
why.
Well, she said this was all part of my journey. Now it could be the journey of healing.
Well, she's saying that she's having the biggest purge of her life, so it's still happening, right?
Okay.
And so it's like a deeper level of happening. She can interpret it for us.
Okay, well, it's okay. That's several ways you can look layering. For me, as far as how I'm looking at it, I see it as a journey. Journey does have a destination. A destination is to be healed from it. So that could be the journey part of it, or we could look at it as again as a adventure as well. But I don't know, kind of with that part, it looked like it falls underneath the journey more so than adventure. For that one, but
she's
okay,
saying it's still happening.
Right, it's still happening. Right, that's just part.
Because your friend will. That whole experience is going. It's going to continue. You carry that with you, and it changes forms of how you carry it.
That's true. So
and
that
fuel decisions that you make in the future, as long as you're doing it with love, for yourself. And I know your friend wants you to have the best life possible.
Yeah,
and especially at that age. She said she was 15. So,
it all happened for a reason too. And so,
you know what? Oh, kudos to you. Wonderful. Was in the Sunshine Circle. We snapped that. You have grasped the biggest part of that, to look at that and understand that everything happens for a reason, and that that is major healing on something like that, especially when a death's involved. So kudos to you. That's fantastic.
She's saying she has 5 children now.
Woo! Beautiful! Yay!
Aww.
I'm about to say something else, but I'll save that. Okay, I'll just say it. One of those children is your friend coming back in from past life. Out of one of your 5 children, one of them is your friend that came back in past life. I don't know who it is. You probably maybe could look at one of your children, but that just came to me.
Oh, what a blessing. I definitely plan on having. I love being pregnant so much. Oh, God bless it. But right now I'm manifesting and putting together my business.
How's that coming along?
Chug, 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 chug.
And why
chug,
is
chug, chug, chug. Do it for the next 45 minutes. Chug.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. That's wonderful.
That's
Yeah. Okay. Does he have characteristics like your friend? Divine synchronicity? Now I'm channeling. I felt that real strong. He's like, you. Okay, I'll wait till she pass. We can keep on talking. Okay, so now what's going on with you? Why is we chugging?
Oh, my business?
Yeah,
Where it's going slowly, putting it together?
yeah.
Because honestly,
Five is the natural number.
I'm 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 graduating emotions, graduating mindsets.
One
Okay,
dog, four kids. We're done.
that's five.
That's
That's
5.
kids. That's five kids. First kids is kids. Okay, go on.
Yep.
All right, go on.
And so I am shifting this. There's just a lot to do. It's very daunting, but I have to take it on one piece at a time and give myself permission to focus on it and do it. Because I usually leave it to do I do self care or do I do business care? But I know that they're the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm also grappling with the fact that I'm only really going to be able to work with one client or one to two clients a day, if that. And I
Okay,
want so much love. So I've just been putting out a bunch of free material and setting it up for me to do a bigger launch in August. Then, so I'm taking my steps toward it. I'm taking my steps the way I need to take them.
you got in the battle that all of us in some way. We can put that as a general thing as far as trying to manifest things. The thing of trying to battle the 3D, the things that you got to do, like the worldly stuff, and the stuff that you have to do, the spiritual stuff. I know because, like, with me, even today, I had that battle, and I was like, okay, today I see I call it, I go to the matrix, like the matrix. I got to go stay down in the matrix today. I see I'm trying to come back up to Nebuchadnezzar, but it ain't letting me. So I got to stay down in here and all this 3D crap that I got to do, And so you do have that battle of trying to say, okay, when is it? And then after a while, you kind of surrender, and just like we say in the title, we have to just surf with it. Okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
where I'm being dragged. So some kind of way, maybe I'm learning some lessons. Some kind of way, maybe I need to get more anchored into it. So I mean, it's okay with it not to beat up, and that goes back to self love, not to beat up on yourself because you're not being able to get to your spiritual stuff like you want to. Just don't get too far out there, like getting to the riptide of the
And
water.
if you do get in the riptide, swim with it.
Swim,
Don't
wait,
swim. Don't swim against it.
right. That's the only.
Okay. I
Yeah.
did
Well,
not know that
living here in
about
Florida, we had one day a really bad rip currents, and I took the girls to the beach, and their father thought I was crazy. He came along to see what I was going to do to our children, and they're very strong swimmers. And we went out in the water, and we were talking about how we were feeling it pulling. And I said, all right, now which way do we want to swim? Let's try to swim to the shore. And we did. And the youngest is like, I can't do this. This is so hard. And I'm like, okay, now let's swim at an angle and just follow it. And we did. We wound up a couple miles down shore, but we weren't nearly as tired as we would have been. And it probably would have taken us the same amount of time to try to swim against that current. But when you go with the flow, you might
And
wind up not on point, but you wind up where you need to be.
that's kind of like a metaphor for us in general, right? We're
Oh
surfing
yeah.
the waves, we're learning that flow, the waves of emotion.
Mm,
Because the 3D stuff that's bringing up all these emotions, if we take that perspective where we go at an angle, we can really kind of see it from a different perspective and actually, I would say, like you're saying, get where we need to be, take the same amount of time, but then you can enter back in or back on land. You have solid footing.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Just had to have that opportunity to take that time to see your own strength and see where you could actually make it flow, make it work.
Yeah,
mm,
because if you swim straight in and try to swim against it, that's when that riptide. If people don't know what a riptide is, it's an undercurrent under the ocean. So the waves are coming in, they're coming in, but you've got this pull
mm,
out. So what it does is, as you swim straight in, it pulls you under the water. So you actually get pulled into and then spit out sometimes and sometimes not, but you get pulled under in a very strong force. So, you know, going with the flow. Yep, you have to swim adjacent.
She say
Going with the flow.
It's Jason, Jupiter 1111 says also it's also preparing you slowly for success so that you can continue to do your spiritual practices, which was the basis of the success anyway.
Right.
Yeah, what she said. Here's what she said. All right.
I
You
don't.
want like synchronicity wants to know what's everybody's star sign.
I don't know what that means.
What is that? The divine.
I think she's asking like our zodiac.
I don't know.
So like
Oh, hold on. We you know, it's so many different layers to this
this is
thing.
true.
You know, we like what? Star sign.
What's the one from Peter Pan? It's the first star from the left or
Yeah.
something. That's mine.
You say astrology? She said yes. Okay, we can roll with that because I was about to say I'm coming from I'm Arcturian Council and
She's saying day and month. There must be some kind of numerology.
okay.
Day and month.
They okay because I was about to go off on some tangent like Galactic, Arcturian Council, Starseed.
Look who's going down the rabbit hole now.
Here we go, child. What you want? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. She don't want all that because I just go.
From a galaxy far, far away, where primping is mandatory.
Right. I mean, you know, I didn't know where she's going with that. Okay, so you want the birthday and the thing. Well, mine is April 7th, so I don't know if that means anything. So my whole thing that would be my
4/7 is 11.
right. Ain't that so? You see how God prepped me? You already a twin. You come in with them numbers 4 and 7, make it 11.
Tutoring in math. Right.
They'll be at the picnic table over off Jason from the Sandbox.
What about you, Kathy D?
Mine is January 12th.
13. Oh, I'm sorry. 8, 12.
Actually, it would be it's 1, 1, 12, so it's 4. So the 1 and the 1 make 2, and the 2 plus 2 is 4.
You broke it all the way down.
Yeah, okay. I understand that. That's
all the way down.
Right, you understand what's that? Go down to the 5 night.
I guess it just depends on how you add it up, right?
Yeah, I mean, because 1 plus 12 is 13. But then 1 plus 3 is 4, so we can go either way.
Right. Okay,
And this is why I teach art. Thank you.
Well, I artfully put those numbers together to give you a 13.
Right. And what's yours, April?
8, 12.
Okay.
11.
That's 11 again. Oh, snap. I like 8 plus the 1 plus the.
I know, that's what I'm doing. She's gonna make me do math now. 8 and 2 is 10. And
He put on them damn glasses. He put on one pen, no one just to do some math. And before you know it, come right back to the number 11. Okay, now I divide by and multiply by 2. Where we going with this? Take it right on back to this. The daggone is 11. Thank you very much. So yes, all right then. Yeah, so I hope that helped you to kind of understand. I don't know how that transfers into star
well,
sign.
she said that the indigenous people study the stars, and so I'm sure it has something to do with our numbers. That's fascinating.
Let's not assume she wants astrology. Yeah, I thought maybe it might be something else, on that one. Gotcha. Okay. One for everybody's throwing out their stuff.
I know.
Interesting to see what's these numbers here. Well, we got Vanessa, she Pisces. Oh Lord, no wonder Vanessa, you remind me of my mom. I was like, wait a second, everything when I talk to Vanessa reminds me of my mom. No wonder. I didn't know that. All this time, Vanessa. Lord,
Ethereal, you and your 818, girl.
All right now.
414. We're just
Daisy,
you're the same date?
Get out here. No wonder they get it. Hold on. Daisy and Kiki.
Oh, wait. No, I think, they're talking about the time. Sorry.
Oh, they talk about the time. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, and the time is 8:18. She said where she's at. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Y'all,
um, you're all born
manifesting.
already.
We are manifesting some confusion right now. I just want to put that out there.
Anyone that is new and watching this, I promise there's no alcohol involved in the filming of the playground.
Speak for yourself. I got
This is what
That's what I'm talking about. A Freaky Friday pink lemonade.
my watermelon a margarita over here. No, I'm just playing. I don't drink.
Margarita sounds really nice.
Huh?
I was gonna say. You're not sharing.
Here you go. Pass it around. Pass it around, everybody.
At the Juneteenth barbecue at the Sandbox, we had.
I bought enough for everybody. There you go.
Well, no alcohol is allowed in the public park, so you can't have it anyway.
Okay, dang it.
Publicly, you can't have it out, is what
Right.
you're saying.
Yeah, there you go. Then a no solo cup.
Uncle with the red shiny nose clearly is not drinking orange juice.
And I am just gonna stay quiet from things of my 20-somethings, so we'll just stop there. Thank you.
God have mercy.
Friday, who's on with us? It's Freaky Friday.
Thank you. Oh, Benita is 9/16. She's Virgo.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, my bestie is Virgo. All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're having fun. I'm glad this space is
The Capri bags. Ain't that the truth? Get you one of them syringes and portnots.
No, Jupiter, you don't need. You just take the wine pouch out of the box and you just carry that, and you just turn the spout and you just suck straight out of that. It's just like a big Capri Sun.
Oh,
I never did this because I never wanted to, but I heard you could soak a tampon in some alcohol and you put it in and it absorbs faster than when you drink it.
and on to our sponsors.
I heard about it. I never did it. I heard about it.
A man in the studio, Kathy.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've heard of soaking fruit and eating it. You know, of course, I've only heard of that. Not that I would have ever partaken in any of that.
In a watermelon, it was just disgusting. I was like, this is a perfectly good watermelon. Maybe I didn't do it right or something.
Yeah, they didn't do it right because you gotta plug it and you gotta put the vodka in there and then you gotta chill it. And the best way to do it is if you have a swimming pool, plug it good, and then you put a little duct tape over the plug, and then you just let it roll in the swimming pool, in the cold water of the swimming pool. And then that evening you pull it out, take the duct tape off, unplug it, and then it's all cold and mixed in.
That is some Floridian knowledge for you.
Yes.
Pineapple Fish life coaching, also, you know, bait and tackle shop and party planning now.
If you want some more tips about how you can get the rolling of the watermelon, it's like coaching.com. And she will hook you up. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, we all out of order.
It's gone. That roller coaster just keeps going. That's right. Yes, Jupiter,
there's
August.
Also a layer of belief of belief to manifestation. You have to. Actually, it's not even belief; it's knowing. Because you can kind of try to trick yourself into like pseudo carrying a belief system.
True.
What's really going on inside of you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And how lighthearted are you in attachment to that manifestation?
Yeah, and manifestation knows too. The universe knows that this is not one of those things where you can fake it till you make it. I mean, to a point, it is like to get yourself in the mindset. But, you know, when you're still doubting it, hardcore doubting it, but saying, you know, I'm abundant and fruitful, and then you're, you know, then you say that, you do your manifestation or your mantras, and then you go over and you sit and cry about, you know, your finances. That's not, it's kind of counterproductive.
And so, like, there's ways to loosen that in the body. There's ways to loosen that with the pattern that you set in your mind. And there's also things you can pray about to release the attachment to the particular situation, and to call in what you actually want to manifest. Because there's the back and forth. Like, you bring it, and then you see your friend get it, and then you're like, but I wanted that. And it's like, instead of pushing it away with, but I wanted that, it's, hey, it's getting closer to me. It's getting so much closer. It's so close to me. It's right here in my house. It's so close, and holding the course, holding the line. And that's where your accountability partners come in. Your soul family comes in, because they hold you to your highest standard. We're not yes men and women out here. We're yes and. It's like, yes and I see you want to get there, but can you see that you're counteracting your own energy right now? Can you see that you're not being clear in what you're requesting from yourself or from the universe?
Yeah, and so I think it's almost with us being divine, it kind of happens to us twofold again. If we're acting like we're faking it to make it, I don't think we get too much of a pass for the universe, being divine feminines and divine masculines. In some ways, I think we get hit a little harder, doing that pseudo, just a little cleaning. As you say, your grandmother says, just it's a roundabout cleaning instead of doing corner cleaning.
The round cleaning.
It doesn't work out for us when we do that.
But we're in luck, because the universe, the astrology right now, is forcing us to square clean.
Right. It is like, no more of that. Say, what? It worked last time. No, dear. I'm sorry. You got last time. We can't do that for you this time. You can't. No.
Because you were just learning, and once you've mastered that one step, then they're going to expect more and more. So you can't round clean. You got to square clean.
Right. I like that. I like what Kiki said. You got to faith it till you make it. Yeah.
That's it.
There's no more faking it till you make it. That don't work anymore. Right. Yep. You get your real.
You can also like release that part of yourself too, because there's some resistance within faith, within having faith. There can be some resistance to the self. So releasing and just knowing that the universe has you and is working in your highest good, and that everything that is meant for you will be yours in the divine timing that it's supposed to be. And ask for confirmation. May I have confirmation that this is coming? May I have confirmation that I'm doing the right thing, or I'm in the right place? And can it be a little bit more substantial than angel numbers and radio love songs?
And license plates.
Exactly.
No questions tonight from the people in the playground.
Well, after the tampon thing, they were like, out.
They're like, we're out of here, and we're never going to her house.
I never said I tried it.
The off the record. No, yeah, okay, Vanessa, she gonna still. Yeah, that was very good. I like that. Face it till you make it. They need to have a t-shirt with some mugs with that.
We'll add that to our t-shirt collection for the Sunshine Circle.
Right. We're gonna put the crane picture, and then underneath it, face it till you make it.
And then on the back, we can have one that says tampon drunk. So,
what the hell that mean? Don't worry about it. You have to experience it to know.
We're just taking her word for it. I don't know.
We don't know. Do you have any kind of exercise for us, April, that we could do in the sandbox today?
Sure. Well, what's everybody feeling like? Oh, never mind. Don't shoot that at me. What's let me breathe into this situation for a second.
There you go. I feel tired. I feel sleepy. I feel overwhelmed. That's what you threw at me. Oh, no.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
We're gonna do some solar plexus work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We get to know in our na'au. In Hawaiian language, they call it the na'au, your guts, your gut language. It's going to be very clear to you whether you are going towards what you want to manifest or away from what you want to manifest. And we have our sister circle. Hopefully, you have a community. If not, joining Divine Sunshine's Jupiter 1111 has a prayer group. She still has her prayer group, and
Divine Pisces 222.
gracias. There you go, ladies. So it's a nice free option for people to kind of get together, find their group. All right, let's take a deep breath together. Ooh, now I want you to notice your breath. Is it free coming in? Is it short and fast? Release. Do you find any tension in any part of your body? Do you find anything happening that's repeating itself in your mind about your breathing? We're not judging it based on how long it takes to come in and out. We're just breathing together. Man, it's been a day full of alchemy for me. I've been feeling the heat, feeling the beautiful nausea of creation. The beautiful nausea of creation. Anyway, yes. Now let's go ahead and take our hands, clap them together 3 times. Opening, just awakening our hand chakras. You can rub your hands together too if you don't want to clap. Whatever works for getting your hands lit up. You're going to put them over your solar plexus. So you don't have to touch directly. Just put them right around.
And for those at home, where is your solar plexus?
Oh, karmatically, your energy stays with you, and my energy stays with me, and we're doing this together as a tool set to help you learn how to charge up your own chakras or your subtle bodies and all that stuff. And the energy that we're working with is not pulling from ourselves, but pulling from the universe. We're pulling universal chi. I have a whole video on that somewhere deep in my video. So let the energy flow out of your hands. Your hands should be lit up by now, and you want to pulse around the area of your solar plexus. So by pulse, I mean you're going like this. You're just kind of stoking the energy right around our solar plexus. We're going to let this get nice and strong and nice and hot. And we're going to release that which no longer serves us. We're going to let in light and love come in from the universe. We're going to have our proof of how strong our minds and our wills and our energy. We're going to know that Source is talking directly to us. We're going to trust our intuition. We're going to trust our instincts, even if we may not know what they fully mean. We acknowledge them. We allow them to be, and we give ourselves the credit for our own power. Go ahead, everybody, move around and like that. Move your hips kind of like in a circle. Let your spine loosen up. Let that circle get bigger and let it roll through your whole chest. Bottom area. Okay, I want you to squeeze your perineum. Squeeze your whole undercarriage. I don't know. There's a better word for undercarriage. I can say it Japanese way. Okay, relax. Squeeze it again. Relax. Now switch directions of your spinning because you want to be free flowing. You want this love and this energy and this power. You want it to know that it's all encompassing. Squeeze and release. Yeah, I feel pretty well lit up. I feel pretty strong. Stomp your feet or tap your heels on the ground. I got 3 fingers on the on the sternum there. Lower sternum, kind of go up and down that, let it ground in. And we should all feel pretty strong. I feel pretty clear too, actually. Um, Doing that exercise kind of helped open up some cloudy, fuzzy stuff
Mm-hmm.
here because we know it was centered now, anchored in. The spirit is anchored. All right, how are we doing? How's that for everyone?
Mm-hmm.
For me,
All right, we'll let that process. Now, here on the Sandbox, your math lesson, body alchemy.
yes. Let me see. Where's those cards at? Around here somewhere. I think they're
Good, good. I'm seeing everybody's feeling good. We're doing all right.
I love that quote Jupiter just has up there. Make it evident so I don't miss it.
Make it evident so I don't miss it. Amen to that one.
I always ask for crystal clear. I'm like, you guys know, you gotta put it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
okay. What time was that?
It just went up out of the 8:28 is when she did that one.
Okay, that'll be 7:28.
So we're feeling strong. We're feeling good.
Okay. Oh, make it evident so that I don't miss it. Oh, that's interesting because that's now a new thing I have. Like when I had the cards, now I say make it clear and make it
Mm-hmm.
fancy. I'm looking for some cards and I'm like,
Well, are you called to any other cards? Because they are not making it evident. So
right now, and that's what I'm saying.
But she's throwing her light.
But I'm like, make it clear, make it plain. And I know they're around here somewhere.
Well,
Uh,
and April, while she's looking, Benita made a comment too. It says once you start lighting them up, you may be able to feel it in the area you're working on, like a tightness or a tug. So, say we're doing the solar plexus, but we're bringing that light and stuff in, and we're feeling a tightness and a tug somewhere else. Do we then do that same process over the next chakra, or where we're feeling the tightness and the tug?
it kind of is relative to the person and their experience. If you're feeling it in multiple places, good for you. You can see the links, right?
Mm-hmm.
And different parts might be different levels of healing. And that's where, um, like, okay, for example, the solar plexus issue might tug on the back of the heart. And y'all playing around. It might
We're
tug on.
trying to listen to you talk serious with a light on your head.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Next week she'll be wearing her lampshade. In 2 weeks it'll be her shower curtain.
that's really spooky there.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right now. Hey, I see.
Oh.
So if you're
I need
feeling
one
the
of
tug
those.
somewhere else, you're integrating and you've integrated an experience, and
Oh.
it might be some somatic trauma release. There might be all kinds of stuff that pop up for you. Or since we're twin flames, you could be working with twin energy as well. And so you want to take all of this into account and not judge it and just allow it to flow, because the universe will give you the synchronicities and everything that you need to fully understand your experience.
Do we have a side of our body that is our twin so we know when we're feeling them or feeling us?
I've heard it
Or
from,
is everybody different?
I think everybody is different because of how we were split. We weren't all split like the same.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't all separated the same. So I've heard, also it comes through the causal subtle body. You can feel your twin more, something like that. It's one of the subtle bodies on the outside. But sometimes they just full on come in.
Mm-hmm.
Mine comes in from the back,
Yeah.
where I get my support from. But I've heard of
Mm-hmm.
people, they're coming in from the right or coming in from the left as well.
Yeah. I think so. Like from the back of the heart, I call it like a walkthrough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes sit there. And I say, oh, okay, how you doing? Sometimes when I do, sometimes I can feel it like right here. we talk some kind of ways with him. So we pick, but a lot of times that's when I know it's like serious. It's like I walk into you. I just want to be with you for a second. I'm like, okay. It's like a
No.
hug. Okay, okay. Now I'm going. All right, you going just that quick? Okay.
When I channel, I've been getting that. That when things are open up and we channel, or I'm getting something, especially if I'm contacting a specific person, it's like it's almost like a drop in,
Oh,
and they kind of take over some of the characteristics. Like they don't really say much, but I feel it.
okay. Yeah. So that's definitely there. Oh, okay. So we're talking about surfing into manifestation. They got the card we came today. Okay, you told me to do the small thing, right? I got to remember what it said last time. This is the card today. Action. And it's just funny. We were just
It's a
talking
wave.
about waves. I'm going. Bye. I'm going. I'm going again. I can't believe it. I dropped it again. Look at this. Like Spirit said, you didn't think we listened to your little playground around there. We're going to show you we can play too. The waves again. We just talked
Mhm.
about the waves and the riptides and everything. So we got to take action. I think Spirit said it agrees with everything we said at the beginning about how we take our action when we was talking about to April. What do you all feel? I don't think it's nothing more I can say. I think that was just really we kind of spoke on it. I guess they're like, yeah. What do you all see?
I
Somebody,
see solar and sacral chakras,
yeah.
and in the top, in the what would be solar, it's kind of like a heart.
Mm.
I see that the water is coming from the lit area, and that it's a relatively calm ocean,
Right.
and what is kind of what's it's either fading out of the way or it's just kind of fading into the. It's I can't tell if it's sunrise or sunset,
I
but
can't.
the darkness is fading away,
Mm-hmm.
and as we allow the emotions to come, because it comes naturally, right? As the waves come naturally, um, we get to really fully embrace that beauty of the sky because the ocean reflects the sky. The ocean is the sky, pretty much, in terms of coloring and so
Hmm.
on.
Right. As far as the color, somebody said it was good. Somebody said they said, oh, Benita says duality in the card. She said like it's a yin yang energy, like light and dark,
Hmm.
positive and negative polarities showing. So it's like this message is for both energies to do. The energies going with the flow too. That's what I see too. Again, going with the natural things about actions. You know when to kind of jump in when the water is fine as well. Some I think Jupiter had an 11,
She had a question real quick.
yeah, that's what I wanted to see.
About if it took a long time for something to burn.
Okay, what does it mean when you are working on manifesting, burning something up, but it takes a long time to burn up, or it doesn't want to burn up? Yeah, that's I kind of like did that today, but I think it was just the quality of the paper. Yeah, but
It
it could,
means you're not ready to release it yet.
yeah,
Or it could just need attention.
Yeah, you've got to reword something in it because it's not getting to the full point of what you're trying to release. And then if that doesn't work, you pour alcohol on it and torch it. But no,
Cover it with gas and set it on fire.
just don't bring in the firemen unless they're cute, right? Ethereal sorcerers.
no, we want people that cooperate from the firemen that does. Yeah, it's some resistance to that up in the flame.
Hmm.
And the same thing it did with me. I had to keep on doing several matches. I like burn, 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 burn. Okay, this don't make sense that it's taking at least 10 matches to burn this one little part of paper that's about this big. It was literally this big. And I
Hmm.
thought it is taking that long. I just figured I wasn't doing the technique right. I was like, I'm like, okay. I didn't make anything of it. Okay, something about you, you're not doing it
I
right.
I would just kind of go into a meditation unattached about it
Mm-hmm.
because it's probably still in line in terms of manifestation. It's just that something else maybe needs to come before it, or there's like Kathy D saying that part of it that doesn't want to, that's attached to it, even if it's a subconscious attachment. And if it's for somebody else, you have to kind of look at them and their situation. There's a lot of different reasons why.
Also, fold it. Fold the paper.
Oh,
That's
the
the way I've
post.
always been taught. Literally, fold it in half, and then fold it again, so it's like a square. And then you light each corner,
Choose
because
if ever. I'm sorry.
what can happen is as it's burning, it's the if you're just doing the outer edges, it'll
Yeah,
die out before because of the wind and stuff.
yeah, that's what I figured. It was just my procedure was wrong. My technique was wrong. I
Hmm.
didn't make anything big of it, but okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
just fold. Always, I always fold mine. Just
and
it's
did
something about and so it is, and you fold it again, and so it is, and then you light the four corners.
put sage oil on it. She said, and okay,
I was
she
like, "Will you burn up?"
so she did that, and okay, she said it
She
just
did
really,
fold it.
yeah. She said, and I did fold it. She said this stuff just didn't want to release.
Yeah,
Um,
there's
you
something.
know, come back at it. You can pray about it because you got direct tap. This
Mhm.
you are a direct tap. And then redo it on a different piece of paper because there might be something about that glue. But if you've used those post-its before and it burnt and it didn't burn this time, it really is the subject matter.
Hmm.
Right. That's why I said something about that paper not. I ain't gonna.
That might be it. Might be something with the paper if there's any kind of glue or anything on it,
Yeah.
or any kind of design like's been printed on it.
Yeah.
That sometimes like coated notepads will do that. But also,
No,
if
that
it's not if it's not wanting to burn, even when it's just like a regular piece of notebook paper or whatever, rewrite it. And
she said Mercury retrograde.
so seriously, something's been on fire for 10 minutes. Um, it might,
Those plastics can burn really weird.
yeah.
And if you've got wax anywhere near it or any kind of fat, it could just burn really, really weird.
Tiptoe. 10 minutes. Burn, baby, burn. And the
I
mercury.
mean, I've had ashes burn.
It's
That's
just
when I was like,
yellow.
okay, message.
Hmm. So the paper charred, but it didn't burn. Because if it's yellow, the paper charred but didn't burn.
That's definitely the residues within the paper. But
Yeah,
at the same
that would
time,
be. But
are the words still legible?
yeah, if the look and see what part is still legible, and that's the part you've got to fine tune.
That's a good way. I like that. I felt that.
Because
Um,
I think a lot of times when I do mine like that, I always then put in there that it's released into the universe to be transmuted and used for good for someone who needs it, and then so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then so it might be that you just maybe need
just
a
release it.
stronger releasing on it.
Just release it.
She
Just
said
release it. And
the other one charred.
Hmm.
if you are ready, if you maybe there's part of it that it doesn't need to burn to manifest completely, right? It's like entering into union. Some people enter into union still needing to work on a bunch of things,
Right. True.
and they didn't have to fully burn away all of the excess whatever to do that. So maybe it's like kind of paralleling that situation, like not judge it because it didn't burn, but what you did the intention and release it.
That's exactly what I'm picking up and saying not to judge it. I still feel that it'll tell me if I felt something, but I didn't really feel anything when she said that. It's just some things don't have to have any kind of. It's a meaning behind it. Not
Hmm.
everything's got to be there. Sometimes it's just 3D physics. The paper is resistant and it's not burnable. I'm talking about the residue or something on the post-it. That's obviously
And If it
But if you
keeps
still feel like
burning,
you
get
have,
marshmallows and graham crackers and make s'mores. I don't know what else to
There
say.
you go.
yeah, if you really feel like that's the part that's plaguing you, do it again with different paper.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Um, because there is something to the ceremony, right? And there's something to that whole process. So if it's better for
Right.
your mind to start it again on a different type of
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's you've got to to burn it, and then you have the ashes, and that goes back to ashes, and dust to dust, and then put it
I
in the ground.
honestly don't feel nothing behind it. I
I
mean,
think it's the paper.
it would, but right now,
Vanessa
spirit saying y'all
says,
reaching.
spirit got jokes.
Yeah, spirit saying
Spirit gotcha.
it ain't nothing. It's just the paper didn't burn. We reaching. That's what they say. Y'all reaching. I'm like,
All right, now it's on fire.
yeah. So it's just that.
All right, Vanessa asks, "Why am I seeing so many numbers still? I got 12 angel messages during the playground."
The spirit got jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, divine.
And
Maybe the angels was telling us we was out of order and I was like,
No, they were probably playing with us.
so
um,
many people still. I got 12 angel messages doing that. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
12.
they have a tendency to kind of go overload with us. Once they're like, oh, they got it. No, we're just going to send them all these messages. And like, you do realize I have to Google every single one of those, right? So like, time trying to send me another one, I'm going to be Googling it. And then,
Spirit God of angel numbers.
Oh, and you want to have some real fun with it, then look up angel numbers and then look up twin flame numbers, and you'll be baffled. Mm-hmm.
my face and your face are hilarious. She looks pissed, and I'm just like, the rabbit hole continues
Yeah,
here.
it's a never ending story. It's a never ending story. Yes, we have jokes. Yes, we know that. They
So
got
somebody that wants to find mission, combine the angel numbers and the twin flame numbers. There you go. You write a book.
okay. Okay, everybody try that. That's your homework. And that is your homework. No, no, she said I can't see them. Okay.
You can
Real
ask
good.
them to slow down. You can ask them to change form into song. You can ask for actual clarity versus angel numbers because it's distracting you. You can ask for whatever you want from spirit. To
Well,
be
and then
really,
there are people like, Miss Ma'am, Bonita, who has like this direct tap to numbers. Her numbers get chatty with her some days. And she'll just directly ask them, what do they mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I know I do. I mean, that's why I miss my morning drive. I mean, I just say, okay, what's my lesson today? They just show me like cue cards. I pass it on the truck. Okay, it's this. I'm like, oh, there you go. Okay, action. The car that the truck says, and then it'll say the next thing about their freedom. And it'll go past
mhm.
something I see on the billboard. I mean, all different kinds of stuff
I
like
know
that.
the truckers don't miss you though, because there was that one day you chased after that one. Poor guy.
Don't worry about it. I'm all right. I'm divinely protected.
No. That Kiki, the Joanne Sacred Scribe website for all the angel number messages. That's the one I kind of rely on for my angel numbers when I'm sent them.
Okay, let me put that up there. It's important stuff.
Hmm. That's a great site, and it kind of on her stuff. It gives you a general. It breaks down the numbers, what they mean separately, what they mean together, what they mean added together, and then they talk about the angel numbers like business and then in love, and so it gives you a really in-depth understanding.
Okay, I gotta take a picture of that sacred scribe. Yeah, okay. Got it. All right.
start with something small though. We're gonna the yes, yeah. I
Yeah, you
answered
can
that.
ask them to slow down, most definitely. Just be
Okay.
careful when you ask them to slow down, because sometimes they'll stop, as Benita and I have found out.
So I can understand. I'm so I just want you to slow down. Thank you. I know
Don't
you
stop, just slow down.
slow down
I
because
use it in different forms, but I think it's more like I just need the breadcrumbs along the way, not
Hmm.
necessarily the whole epic heaven sent monologue. Because it's like you're trying to do something, and it's like heaven's just like. um,
And if there's
Manifest.
something you tune into more so than like numbers, if you're not a math person like April, who will be offering tutoring at the picnic table after the playground, um, ask for signs in flowers or in trees, or I mean, all of these things have meaning as well. So, if birds or different things like that. I mean, I know as a kid, I would see things in clouds. So,
I'm laughing because Spirit got jokes. Like all the comments about angel numbers,
hmm
251, 251, 251, and then skip 250 the next comment. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Now you're like not giving me angel numbers, but I'm still
hmm
getting angel numbers. You're funny.
Yeah, yeah, you know, you tell them, say, I don't want all your good work go to waste because I know you're trying to tell me something. So just tell me in the way that I can plainly understand it because I want you to help me. You know, you just got to talk to them. I mean, it's not really any kind of like magical thing of talking to your spirit guide or your angel team. You know, as long as you ask for, you tell them, I need your help. And then you take it from there. You talk to them just like I'm talking to April or Kathy D. It's no special thing. You can tell them, say, I don't understand it. Just kind of explain it to me in the way that I get it. The numbers are great, but they drive me a little kind of batty. Maybe my one transfer it and maybe some songs. I like songs, and they're like, oh, okay, so send it to me that way, that way. So just talk to them, lovingly, and that way. I couldn't believe when they get what did she just say? Oh, wait a second. Benita said something.
yes, yes.
I couldn't believe when I started getting my numbers in sacred geometry because I am dyslexic in numbers. Oh, okay. Wow. That's a good thing. That's a gift.
hmm
Okay. I was just saying every day she sees 1222 doing Jupiter's video. So you see in divine order and mastery. That sounds like her. That sounds like Jupiter 1111. Her stuff is in divine order and she's trying to give you mastery as well through a program. So I see what it's telling you. It's telling you to get your stuff in divine order and then master what she's giving you too. That goes two ways. All right. Okay, Vanessa, you said you're going to do that. That's great. Good. Good stuff. All right, ladies, I think we kind of winding down here. I don't see any more questions here. So we're gonna kind of wrap it up. Everybody kind of start getting their pail and their shovel, kind of empty out your shoes and stuff. Make sure you don't have no sand or nothing in it. And what else, Kathy? D? You always tell them the stuff what they got to check before we check on
Oh,
our.
you gotta shake all the sand off you, empty out your short pockets. No taking sand home. Don't need sand in places we didn't come with sand. So get it all cleaned up. Make sure you get your own bucket. Throw away your juice boxes. Clean up your area. Leave it better than you found it.
Right? Yes. Yes, we love you all too. And thank you for that. Yeah, it was good for us because it was a
It
heavy day.
was.
I tell you,
It has been. It's been a heavy few days, and so
we needed that. That's why I say it's always good to come together again. Shameless plug. If you like coming together, come to the Sunshine Circle at DivineUnisource11.com. $22.22. I'm not going to tell you the benefits of it because just the way we are in this playground is the same way we are in the Sunshine Circle. All
the
right,
only
let me
difference is we can see everybody's face. You guys
everybody.
just can't see ours, so
There
we
you go.
see everybody.
Yeah, don't scare the people now. Don't scare the people. Well, yeah.
Well, that and we get to new levels of depth and vulnerability. So
Yeah.
Yes.
there's silliness and lightheartedness, but there's also, when someone needs that presence or connection with people to be vulnerable and open themselves. It's a great place to go into
And to build that trust.
raw vulnerability, raw authenticity.
Sure.
And there's also mirroring and all kinds of really
hmm
wonderful things you get to learn and experience.
Is already experience, right? All right, then, start almost since you had talked right there. All right, here we go. This page for this goldenlight.com. If you want some more understanding and about your body and beautiful meditations, please visit April Williams at madeforthisgoldenlife.com, Golden Lifestyles Unlimited. And then we also have our very own, she has that with the, if you want to beyond just the watermelon in the vodka and then rolling it in the water. She does other things. She also has idealistic tips and keys for you to be able to help you with your daily lives. And she's very simple, very easy to talk to, one on one. Go to pineapplefishlifecoaching.com. Miss Kathy D is there to service you and to help you out as well. All right. And also, again, come to me, Divine Your Souls 11. Call again if you want readings and all those other kind of good stuff and coaching. Make sure you come and see me at Divine Unisouls 11. We also have a program in which we offer, which you work with all three of us lovely ladies to help you. You come up with the topic and the concept, and then we will create a program based around whatever you will want, your desire. So you have some spiritual, some mind, and some body action in that program. All of us is pretty much you work with us an hour a piece, and we also give you some extras if we feel on an as needed basis. So you can get that. That's $92. Nowhere can you get three professionals, no understanding twin adventure like that anywhere. And so that's a good thing. So go to divineUnisouls11.co. Dad, April Williams went to that other timeline again, huh? Dad. Oh, she's
Of
back.
course.
Just your shadow
Been
fell.
in that timeline. Crazy world,
Oh,
eh?
there's our handsome.
There go your handsome. I
There's
see.
that handsome fella.
Yeah.
He wants to play around. He's
There's
like,
our
"There's too much
divine
around for me to
masculine.
mess with, Mom."
Nobody know that he's over there in the sandbox by himself for real. All right, then. If you want some more good stuff that we're offering over here at this channel, go to click. You need to click, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. All right, then. Let's get us on out of here, Kathy D. Kathy.
Wishing you the best life ever. See you soon.
All right. And April Williams.
Stay blessed. Stay golden.
All right. And as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay upset. Namaste. Namaste. Love you. All right.
Aloha.
Thank you for coming. See us next Friday. Oh, don't forget about Sunday. I forgot. Don't forget about Sunday at 7:30 time, 8:30 Eastern time. Is it 2:30 Hawaiian time, standard time? So make sure you look out for that. I'll do some kind of commercial about it.
11:30 Pacific.
All right then. 11:30. I'm messing up. See, that's why I ain't good at math. That's why I stayed outside and recess on the line. All right then. See you all. Bye.